Hello, I'm Mark Visser, aka Sparkuus, and I live in Japan. Today is an absolutely gorgeous day out. It's December the 20th, and it has got to be in the high teens. I don't know exactly what the temperature is, but we have beautiful blue skies, sunny days. This is nice for December. Today I thought I'd show you some of the local culture. Now, people generally know that in Japan there are lots of famous temples and shrines, but when you think about them, you think about the really big ones, the famous ones. There's Kiyomizu Temple in Kyoto. Also in Kyoto there's the Kinkakuji, the Golden Pavilion. There's a shrine in Miyajima, which is near Hiroshima, which has the sacred gate out in the water, very famous. I can't remember the name of the shrine, though. I'm sure you'll know it when I show you the picture. Those are just a very small percentage of the number of shrines and temples that there are in Japan. There are absolute craploads. A crapload being a not fully determined unit to describe a really, really, really large number. So I'm taking a little walk with my boy today, and I'm going to show you some of the local shrines and temples that there are in a very short distance from my home. So, and there are a fair number, actually. So let's see what we can find. So already I see one way over there in the distance. I hadn't planned to walk over there, but there, a car just drove past it. That's one right there. The sun is so warm, and there's no wind. I'm outside in short sleeves on December 20th. That is very unusual for a Canadian, huh? Of course, I don't live in Canada. Okay, this is actually the first shrine I thought we'd be coming to. I forgot about that little one back there. Now this is a very little one, too. It's just on the corner of a road, and I'm really not sure what it's for. It says... What does that say? It says something about Mountain 834 Heaven... No, that's not right. 4 Country 810 Maybe that's a... That might be when it was built. I don't think so, though. So I haven't even gone 20 meters from that little shrine, and here is a bigger shrine. Now, it's not huge. Still small by comparison to some of the real famous ones, but it is much larger than that little road corner shrine we just saw. This one is, I believe it's called Mizuta Tenmangu. Let's check. Yes, they're on the tori, the sacred gate, I guess. I'm not really sure how that translates. It says water heaven something. I think it's Mizuta Tenmangu. And there's other stuff I can't read. So this is another shrine, something to do with water. I was going to give you a really quick tour of that shrine, but I got my little boy here in a stroller, and there's stairs, and there's no way for me to get him down there easily, so we'll pass on that. But we'll be going to much bigger shrines within the next 2 weeks, so I'll show you some of them then. So now we're crossing over the river, which is only a few hundred meters from our house, into the next city. And here we come across our first temple with a sign very reminiscent of a train station. Why, I don't know. It's cute, though. They have a kindergarten attached, which is quite common, actually. Many temples have kindergartens, I'm not really sure. So there's the temple building, here's the temple gate, and here is this wonderful, I love these bells, this great metal bell. They ring this every day at 5 o'clock, or the monk rings this every day at 5 o'clock, and you can hear it to our house and beyond. It sounds really nice. Maybe sometime if I can time it right, I can come down here and actually film him ringing it. That'd be cool. Probably won't get it for this video. Here we have a really tiny shrine, for what I'm not sure, needs repair. Okay, this isn't a shrine, but there's this river full of these giant carp, the koi, and it is just beautiful. And another small shrine. And another small shrine, right across the creek from the previous small shrine. And another small shrine, 10 meters down the road from the previous 2 small shrines. And another small shrine with a fairly large ground. Don't know why it's got a ground so large for such a small shrine. Sun went away, had to put my sweater back on. I'm sure it'll come out and I'll start sweating again. And we come to our second temple of the walk. Not a shrine, it's a temple. Got all those little guys over there. Sun just came out again. Not that hot yet. Leave the sweater on. We come to the largest shrine of our walk. So yet another, this one is so big that when you go through, there's still people's driveways. Some people have to drive through the gate to get to their own homes. Or field. Or business. So we're coming up this long walk, probably fast forward through this. To this arch bridge, which is covered with what looks like crappy vines. But you should see this in, what's it, April? April, May? Then it looks more like this. It is absolutely gorgeous. All the wisteria all over the place. It is absolutely gorgeous here. And so, across the bridge, under just some enormous wisteria plants. Another small shrine, but I think that's part of this whole shrine complex. Past the sumo ring to the next gate. Through the gate, over, or this time around the bridge, because it's a smooth bridge, through past another gate, which you can go through if you like, if you don't have a stroller, into the main shrine area, where you have the main shrine and various statues and lanterns. Oh, and of course the place to wash your hands, where you're supposed to go to purify yourself before you pray at the shrine. And this is all in a really small area. We still have a little ways to go, we might find a few more. Another small shrine across the creek, can't get to it. I could, but I have to go a long way around. We cut through the park just for a shortcut, and I know I missed at least one small shrine doing so. And I'm getting hot again. I think the sweater's coming off. I'm gonna get sick all this hot, cold. Back across the river into Chikugo now, and just from here I can see over in the distance a temple there. That clump of trees is another shrine. Over near my house there is a temple, kind of, I don't know, burial temple, I guess. In a walk of around a couple kilometers only, we've seen over a dozen shrines and temples. And this is a very rural area. Can you imagine how many we'd find in a very populated area? So I hope you've enjoyed our little walk around to see shrines and temples in this area. That's 12 o'clock. And I am Mark Visser, aka Sparkuus, and I hope to see you back here for the next I Live in Japan really soon. As a little PS, here is the place near my house where cremated remains are interred. The older folk in the area like to play gate ball here.